Welcome to Enots Engineering, I'm Alan. In today's tool review we look at some DrillPro metric drill taps. Now if you're not sure what a drill tap is, it's a combination of a drill and a tap. When you want to tap a hole, you don't need to find the tapping drill for that tap. It's already combined, you just drill the hole and it taps it. We'll also be looking at some general information on taps and give a demonstration on how they work. So let's go into the workshop, see how we do it. Today we're looking at the 6-piece combination drill tap set from Banggood, and these are made by DrillPro. This is a set. They are made from high-speed steel and have a cobalt coating. They're all metric taps and they go from 3mm up to 10. So you have a 3, a 4, a 5, a 6, an 8 and a 10mm tap. Now before we have a demonstration of the tap cutting, let's have a look at some basic information on taps. As you can see, they come in different lengths, different diameters and different materials. So let's have a look at what I call a standard set. This set is a set of metric taps, 3mm. They're made of high-speed steel and you get 3 in a set. A set comprises of a taper tap or first tap, a plug tap or second tap, and a third tap known as a bottoming tap. So let's have a look at the difference. This tap has a long lead in at the bottom of the thread. The second tap will cut the full thread deeper, and the bottoming tap cuts the full thread nearly to the bottom of the hole. It's only the start of the tap that's different on each one, the rest are the same. Let's have a look at the combination drill taps. We'll start with the biggest first. On the end we have a hexagon rather than a square, so you can hold them in a drill chuck. The thread is larger than the shaft diameter, and the drill tip doesn't need to have a centre drill or spot drill to start. On the smaller ones, the thread is smaller than the diameter of the shaft, so they have a built-in countersink. On the end is a hexagon, so that can fit into a 3-jaw chuck, Jacob's chuck in this case. If we look at the tap, the first part of it is a drill, and it says that there's no need to use a centre drill because these are a bit similar to a spot drill. So it'll drill the hole, tap the hole up to the thickness of the material. With this one you can go quite deep because the tap diameter is bigger than the shank diameter, so you could come right up to the end of the tap. I've never used one of these before, so we'll start off slowly at 75 RPM. I think it needs a bit faster than that, so I'll go up to 180 RPM. You have to bear in mind that the faster you go, the faster it will cut the thread and the quicker you need to stop the machine. The tap's just starting to cut and now it's pulling itself into the hole. Switch it to reverse to remove the tap. Let's have a look at the finish. Well, it cut through that with no problem, and it looks like a decent hole. Let's try a 10mm bolt. Goes in there with no problem. And now let's try a smaller tap. I've now changed to a 5mm drill tap. It has no problem starting to cut without a centre drill mark. We're just coming up to the thread. It's just starting to cut the thread and pull itself in. I'll stop it before it goes right through and put it into reverse. That screws in okay. I find it difficult to judge how much pressure to put on the drill point. I'll drill another one and put a lot more pressure on to see how it cuts. That screws in and goes right through, no problems with the thread. I would say with these drill taps you're limited onto the thickness of the material you can cut a thread in. This is probably the thickest you could go, which is about 3/8. Once you start going thicker than that, you need to come higher up so the tap then starts putting a chamfer on the end. You can also use these in a electric drill. Oh well, to summarise, I definitely will be using these in some of my projects. I think they're quicker because you haven't got to find a drill that matches the thread. So you can drill and tap in one go, so you're not changing from a drill to a tap. There's no need to use a centre drill or a spot drill. And I think the only limitation really is you can't drill and tap a blind hole. Oh well, that's it for today. Hope that was interesting, hope it's useful, and we'll see you next time on Enots Engineering.